guys for tuning in to Spiritual Beauty Ministry. So, the word that God had placed on my spirit, it came from something that God had given me to do. And because of what he had given me to do, I was waiting for people to confirm it. But God has said, I already called you to it. And God is saying, I want you to follow the instructions I gave you before. I want you to follow the instructions that I gave you before. Why are you waiting for people to confirm what I have already called you to do? Why wait for people to confirm what I have already called you to do? God is saying that I have already called you to release it. When it is time, they will receive it. I've already called you to release it. When it is time, they will receive it. Stop waiting for people to confirm what God has already called. So what if they have not accepted it yet? If they have not jumped on board with it, or if they're not, pretty much, being a cheerleader for you with what God has given you, whatever it is, and you wait for like, okay, well, they haven't accepted it or they don't like it. And then so it's making you pull back from releasing it because you're like, okay, well, I want to make sure that they receive it. But guys, I want you to follow the instructions I gave you before. In its timing, they will receive it. And then I will also open that door when it needs to be. But right now, God is looking at your obedience. Can you follow my instructions that I gave you before? Stop waiting on people to confirm you before you walk through the door where God has called you to. Okay? And this is something that God just gave me. And so whatever it is that God has called you to do not let people and them not confirming you or validating you with what God has placed in the hands of you to cause you to pull back because of what they have not brought forth, because they have not brought forth the praise. They have not brought forth the good job. They have not brought forth the light. They have not brought forth the following. They have not brought it forth to you. Do not question what God has given you, because God is saying, I want you to basically obey the instructions I gave you before. It is in your obedience that I open that door. It's going to be through your obedience when God opens the door. So God is saying, obey the instructions that he gave you before.